Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me and, of course, Brandon Wenzel, come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler V-Series videos I do for the while. I'll go over there, try food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, and folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that the time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of parked where I expect drug deals to go down. But we'll get into that in a moment. Folks, super simple format. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to try out food and or drink items. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm inside the truck. Whilst I'm inside the truck, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I like to highlight super cool shirt. Super cool shirt am I wearing today? Boom, it's my Vended shirt. Which, if you are not familiar, Vended is a band. They play heavy metal music. So if you're not into heavy metal, you can pretty much just turn your brain off at this point. Give me a couple minutes. But, I really like this band. I became aware of them last year at the time I'm doing this. They opened up for a band called Ginger that I'm a big fan of, and they blew me away. I was really impressed with them. That whole freaking show was fantastic. Every band really brought it. Then, by happy happenstance, just a year later, they went over there, not even a year later, just like 3 or 4 months later, they ended up performing with a band called Bloodywood, who I absolutely fucking love as well. And they were fantastic there too. Most notably, they have a connection to the band Slipknot, in that a couple of the members are the progeny of a couple of members of the band Slipknot. Not together, but like presumably with their respective significant others or such. One of them I know is the son of Corey Taylor, and the other one is the son of the band Clown, or of the member Clown. I don't know his normal name. But, yeah, I mean, they're just really good. And there's a little bit of a Slipknot aspect to them. The lead singer is the lead singer of Corey Taylor. He has a similar vocal range to his dad. But they are really good. Like, they kick a lot of ass, like, outside of their association with Slipknot. They're really good, and I like them a lot. I actually got some videos of their performances. Just in case you're interested, maybe you like heavy metal stuff too. I have those performances on this channel. But anyway. What am I trying for you folks? Why am I hanging out where there might be drug deals going down all around me? Well, folks, I am presently waiting for a friend to get back to me, who at this point, I've lost all confidence, and pretty much when I get done with this review, I'm just going to go the fuck home, because I'm tired of waiting at this point. But I did stop off at a place called Boom! Tommy's. Specifically, they're like Tommy's Red Hots. They're mostly, I don't know what, I guess they're a hot dog place, but like then they also just have a lot of stuff. So they kind of fall into like, there's a lot of restaurants in like the Chicagoland area that do that, where it's like they have a big ass thing of a hot dog and you think like, okay, hot dogs are going to be the business. That's going to be their thing. And you get in there and it's like they got like 2, maybe 3 styles of hot dog and then like just a million other things. That's Tommy's. But one of the things that they had on there, it got me excited. Why, folks? Because this is an Italian sub sandwich. It's a 12-inch, but they cut it into 2 things. Folks, what with it being an Italian, or what with it being a sub sandwich, I have to go over there, I have to mention something. 3 things. Number 1, I've been going on sub sandwich adventures for about a year now. I've been going all over the place, setting up chain locations, gas stations, the fucking break room at my work. You name it, I've hit it. I've been trying out sub sandwiches. Number 2, all of my sub sandwich reviews are located conveniently in my playlist called Subs for Subs. So if you like my sub sandwich reviews, they're all right there. Number 3, Sunday is SUBday. That means that every Sunday, I'm going to try my best, I'm going to upload typically 2 sub sandwich reviews. So if you really like my sub sandwich reviews, and I think I got like 60 or 70 of the damn things up now, there will be more. And I have so many, it's ridiculous. But when I saw that they had sub sandwiches on there, I knew I had to get it. And what with it being my first time trying this place, I had to get their Italian sub. Now, their Italian style sub consists of, it is a 12-inch with their own vinaigrette, salami, mortadella, ham, provolone, and, quote, all the trimmings. So let's find out how good it is. I was surprised. I mean, I don't know if all the trimmings means like the veg and stuff, or I don't know. Yes, it does. Because that's definitely tomato and lettuce and all that. Oh, and by the way, the drug deal thing. Yeah, so I did my hot dog review because I reviewed a couple of their hot dogs, and the sun came out, and it was just in the way. So I found an abandoned Burger King, and I parked here to go over there and do my reviews, because I was like, nobody's around. Then I was like, I've never dealt drugs before, but like this seems like a place you could deal drugs pretty successfully. Maybe that's just my naivete. Anyway, let's take a look at this sub sandwich. I mean, right now it's looking pretty impressive. Like, it's big, it's bold. Can we get the thing out of there, please? It's oily. That's can be good or bad, depends. All right, let's take this out. Hopefully, without going over there and knocking it all over the place. It looks like this. Pretty good. Can we get side profile? Is that meat or no? That's lettuce. Okay. I'm gonna thing. Ha 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 ha. Looks like that. I've been yammering. Let's eat a sandwich. Instantly, I love the bread. 4 marks for the bread. It's exactly the sub bread I want. A little bit crispy and firm on the outside, nice and tender on the inside. Soaks up all the juices. It's not bad. A little bit different flavor profile than I'm used to with an Italian sub. But this is a sub sandwich, god damn it. Why so many places seem to fail at this, I have no idea. Folks, sub sandwich, a great thing about it, I've mentioned it before, it's a simple thing. It's a humble food. There's nothing that special fundamentally about it. But you put it together, you go there, right proportions, and it becomes this wonderful thing. It becomes greater than the sum of its parts. This is really good. I love the fact that it's a big, bold sub. I have to chew the fuck out of this thing to eat it. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing for a sub sandwich. I like it. It tastes fresh. I like the freshness of the veg. Now here's the thing. I've mentioned this in the past. When it comes to an Italian sub, when an Italian sub is done properly, when all the proportions are correct, the right ingredients are used, and it's fresh and good, it creates this homogeneous flavor that I can only describe as a sub sandwich flavor. And it's a wonderful, beautiful thing. It is genuinely something very special. Does this achieve that? Because that's what I'm always looking for. The answer is no. But it's not because it isn't good, it's because, again, the flavor profile is a little bit different on this one. And it just doesn't create that level of homogeny. It is still good. I'm thinking it might be the vinaigrette, because they did mention specifically on the thing that it's like their like in-house vinaigrette. You know, vinaigrette's going to obviously vary depending on place to place. But it definitely, like I said, the flavor profile is just a little bit off. And it's not bad. It's a good Italian sub, and it's still recognizable as an Italian sub. You know, going into this, I'm not like, oh, what is this wacky, weird sub from Mars that I've never eaten before? It's like, no, it's an Italian sub. It's just, they put their own little twist on it, and that's fine. It might not achieve that perfect oneness of Italian sub sandwichness, but it is still a damn fine sub sandwich. It's fresh, it's tasty. And well, like I said, I do think the vinaigrette is maybe throwing it a little bit. I like, you know, it's actually a tasty vinaigrette. It's just a little bit different than I'm used to. And so it doesn't perfectly blend the way that I'm used to. But I like it. It gives it some personality. Okay. So, with all that said, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Now, I mentioned before, I'm out this way to visit a friend. I am not out this way with any frequency. And Tommy's is not a location that I think I have anyone anywhere near me. I'm not going to drive all this way out here to get this sandwich again. But let's say I am out this way anyway, or let's say they build one closer to me. Would it be a go-to Italian sub sandwich for me? No, but I do like it. And while it doesn't achieve that, like I said, doesn't really have that perfect Italian sub sandwich taste for me, I do appreciate that it also does its own thing a little bit. I would get this occasionally. Not if I wanted a specific Italian sub, but if I wanted a Tommy's Italian sub. Because the rest of the sub is exactly what I want. It's a big, bold sandwich. It's going to fill you the fuck up. And it's flavorful. It's tasty. That's all great. It just isn't quite the Italian sub that I'm looking for. To that effect, as for recommending it, it's a good sub. And I think if you're at a Tommy's, all I have to go off of for their menu so far is their Italian sub and a couple of hot dogs. So it's not like I can give you a lot to go off of. But everything I had was good. If you want a really good Italian sub, I do think there's better places, but by that same token, there's way fucking worse. So if it's the best available option to you, if it's like between that and like maybe Jimmy John's and Subway, get this. For sure, it is a much better proper sub. But if you have like, real Italian delis or, even something like, Jersey Mike's, those I think probably do a little bit better job of being the Italian sub that I'm used to. And that's just, it's my personal preference. But they are good. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Spectacular rest of the week. Monday, mental rest of the month. Spend this rest of your... Folks, you can go over there and have yourselves a not being shanked by a, crazy drug addict rest of your life. That's a pretty good life to have, I feel. So like I said, I am sort of keeping my head on a swivel. I don't actually expect anything to happen. If anything, I expect the cops or something to come by and be like, yeah, what the fuck you doing over here? So let's get this out of the way. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can't do all the time. I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Okay, trust me, life is stressful and frustrating and ridiculous. And sometimes you find yourself waiting for your friend to call you back, and somehow that results in you doing a sub sandwich review in the parking lot of an abandoned Burger King. That's a Pixar movie written all over it. It is important when we run into these situations, though. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks. Do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to try yourself out a sub sandwich from Tommy's. Maybe you're going to go over there and you're going to be like, Brandon, this is the best Italian sub sandwich I've ever had. I don't know what you're talking about. And that's perfectly fair. Now, I would say, depending on your level of Italian sub sandwich expertise, maybe go check out my other Italian sub sandwich reviews to kind of get a gauge for what I personally feel is like the ideal Italian sub sandwich. But even if you don't do that and you're just steadfast in that, Tommy's is the best Italian sub sandwich in the universe, I mean, it might be the case. Who knows? Maybe one day the court of the Celestials from the Marvel Universe will come down and, judge our planet unworthy and about to bring down the hammer upon us, destroying our world and all that we've ever loved. And maybe it will be the humble Italian sub sandwich from Tommy's that saves us all. I don't know where I came up with that, but sure, why not? Anyway, or conversely, hey, just read comic books. Comic books are cool. Bye.